And I'm live finally. Hi, everyone that's probably not here and watching because I rescheduled it like 7 times in the last 12 hours. um, I think I have to get my life together. And true to the channel name, my coffee's cold. I was late for this. And I think I'm going to have to use the restroom pretty soon. I know there's a lot going on in the world and on the YouTube, so I anticipate this being a replay crew video for folks. Hi, everyone. Hi, Ann. Hi, Kyle. Hi, Super Pup. Um, I was kind of excited actually about the thought of having just a tiny, tiny amount of people watching this, partly because it's a little uh, not nerve-wracking, I don't know what the word is. It's awkward to start something new somewhere else. Um, and so I was kinda looking forward to the small crew of folk. And it's so funny because when I wrote the post days ago saying, "Okay, let's go, let's do this," it still took me like another day to figure out StreamYard here, and then I got distracted with the other things I do for the other channel, et cetera, et cetera. Um, But I only had 40 subscribers when I put that post, and then this morning I checked and I have 100 and something, and I'm like, "Oh, shit." T So, I again, there's 8 people watching. This feels so old school for me. I'm like, "This is how I started my other YouTube situation," but I'm already a little ahead of the curve because at least I know how to use YouTube and my phone and such. Young Stan is in the, house. What'd you say? Um, you're on my list, good sir. If not to maybe today, but if not today, I extend an invite to you to hop on and chat about your new ventures on the YouTubes if you want. Let me know. It's on my list of things we could do. Anyway, it's also like really difficult for me because of what's happening with I almost don't wanna say it. I'm like, "This is a sacred non-Scientology space right now." Part of my reason for doing this was because I personally need my brain to think of other things for the balance, and if anybody watches this in the future, my other channel is exposing Scientology crimes and abuses and documenting the need for liberation with the, Sea Orgy members. So part of this journey for me is also the awkward uncomfortableness of not talking about it and not making it the focus, which is I have to be honest with you guys, I'm struggling right now. I want to know what is happening at the meeting. I wanted to know an hour ago, but I was busy trying to get some other videos done for that channel, which again is not done yet. So anyway, this is so trippy. This is so trippy. Anyway, I guess I will jump into shit and we'll just light a candle for the replay folks so that I don't have to say all this again. um, Number one, channel name. Definitely not set in stone. I started this or I created this months and months and months ago. It was sort of a byproduct of what I wanted to do before I started doing Scientology shit on YouTube, and it's a byproduct of where I'm at after a year of doing, other shit on YouTube, anti-Scientology, and, uh, I don't know, I'm not set on getting your life together. I don't even remember what I name it. I don't remember. But I think I'm torn. So I think what did I put here? I have notes as you're probably aware I like to do. Uh oh yeah. Yeah, the channel name is Getting My Life Together. And I think it needs to be I'm feeling called to put just like get your life together, period. So it could be a universal. space for everyone. And then, hi, Jennifer and Dastardly. Oh, let there be light. Oh, okay. I see what's going on here. I don't know if you guys saw. Yep. Yeah. Okay. Uh huh. Yep. 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 Okay. It's my other screen. I don't know if you guys saw the other streams where my whole computer shut down. I think it's my screen is starting to poop out on me, which is really annoying because it's only like a year old. And I bought it specifically last year when investing heavily in YouTube. So that sucks. I'm going to unplug one more thing and see if it. Yeah, I can't even screen share now. Cool. Well, all hell is broken loose as per the usual. Technology is hates me. Well, I don't know what to do. All right. Well, that was that. All right. Have a good day. I'll talk to you guys later. I don't know how to do this without two screens. I'm going to unplug one more thing. It's going to freeze on me if I try to do it. Let's just yap real quick. Well, now I don't have notes, so we're going to have to really wing this. As per my other use, this is a space where it's going to be where I have to be intuitive with everything. So I'm going to intuitively speak now without my list. My other intention for the get your life together is a joke. In my family, we use that term all the time, and it can be like something simple as, well, to be honest, my sister and I use it all the time when we're hanging up the phone. So it's like, okay, well, I'm gonna go get my life together and take a shower. Okay, well, I'm gonna get my life together and go get groceries. So that is the basis really of get your life together. And but the truth is, me, Kelly, I have to get my actual life super together. And that's not just a byproduct of hyper focusing and pouring every aspect of my being into one topic for the last year, one trauma topic, but it's also a byproduct of 41 years on earth, I think, with my brain, but also just with who I am. And then also, I have life things that happened, as we all do, that I don't like talking about publicly. But at this space, I'm going to challenge myself in time to speak more on some things that I've experienced. Not, well, partly because I think it'd be good for me to find a way to communicate about it where it feels safe, but I also do it in hopes that it will help others. I don't have my list. Oh, yeah, one more thing. Not really. There's like 800 other things. We won't cover it all today. My other intention for this is that even though it's kind of a joke or a catchphrase, and even though I actually do personally need to get my motherfucking life together, um, and that will be part of the journey, is you watching me go through the ups and downs of getting my life together. That's going to be an aspect of this. But I want it to work for however it needs to for people that watch this. So again, it could be like, oh, I need to get my life together and start like checking off my to-do list, or I need to get my life together and fill in the blank. It really is, can be whatever. Whatever. I'm going to put this on the screen. Hands yellow, heart red. Hands yellow, heart red. Hands yellow, heart red. Hands yellow, heart red. You do have yellow hands because you look like a little minion with yellow hands. Um, What else? Get your life together. What does that mean? We went over it. Channel name, changing it. Number 2 on the list. I don't remember. This sucks. I have the whole thing on my phone and on the other here, I'll open it over here. Any questions for the 8 people watching? Please, please ask questions. Fill in the gaps. Oh yeah, wait, hold on. I have notes over here too. We got notes all over the place. New notes. Y'all know how the term or the phrase or what have you about gardeners having a crappy yard, or construction person doesn't have all their, has a bunch of projects in their house that isn't done or needs to get done, etc. Um, that's me. It doesn't have to be me. That's the goal. But I do fall in line with that cliche. So I am really, really, really good at helping other people. Really good at it. I'm very intuitive and I can help people work through situations they're going through. I can help people expand their perspective in a way that serves them the best. I can help people connect with their self on different levels or new levels. I'm very good at intuitive type work with people. I am not, and do actually get upset when people ask if I do life coaching or if I'm a life coach. No, I'm not. But for a long time, I didn't know what to call it. I called shit sometimes like spirit work or medicine work or intuitive work, blah, blah, blah. What else? Spiritual advising is what I ended up sticking with when I started a business online. But that was just because I had to come up with something. And also because it's advice, take it or leave it. But I am not going to tell you what the fuck you want to hear. I'm going to tell you what you need to hear, or I'm going to, more often, I pose questions that make you figure it out for yourself. And that's kind of the other goal here, is thinking for yourself. Um, and that happened when I did enter like the spirituality, whatever, spiritual world online. A lot of fucking people out there telling people how it is, how it needs to be, how to do it. Uh, and I find it fascinating to hear some of the language, even by people I follow or like what they say. They always use, they not always. I'll still be pouting the 4 agreements here, being impeccable with my word. Um, People often use language like this is how it is, which for them it is. But it's so dismissive of the other person you might find that says it's a different way. And it drives me bonkers. So my effort, really, honestly, I think I quit doing a lot of the spiritually self-helpy kind of shit with people because I got really frustrated. People were just almost trained to want me to tell them how it is instead of like figure it out for yourself. And the people that stuck with me and figured it out for themselves, I have one example of a person, a woman I met, and I had been teaching meditation. And when I was doing that, I was very, 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 very vague with what might happen, how to interpret certain things. And because I didn't do like Buddha meditation, it was very visual guided. And so people would get these like pictures in their head and they'd say, what does this mean? I'd say, what does it mean? Um, I see you guys. I'll look at those in just a moment. All of these flying chats. I love it. There's 10 people here. This is so refreshing. um, what was I saying? I don't know. Pictures. A year later. It took her a year. We worked together. She did meditations with me for a year. And then finally one day she goes, "Oh, I know what that means now." And it was so big for her. It was something she needed to figure out for herself, because for her it was I don't know how to language it with words, but it was a huge pivot in her awareness of her life on earth, and so had I told her on the first time she asked, it just wouldn't have worked. Wouldn't have worked. Anyway, she figured it out, and that I love that situation because it's like the perfect example, and I it makes me laugh because it took her a fucking year, which was painful for both of us, really painful, but we got there. Anyway, moving on. What was I say? Oh, yeah, no, we're not. The point is, I had a point. I am currently, and I don't wanna continue living with this storyline, because I think it is a story that I tell myself, and I do believe I can jump over to a new book or a new story, and that's why I'm doing this journey and this channel, and it's gonna be painful for all of us to watch, but I am the gardener with a shitty yard. I am the cleaning lady with a dirty house. I am a cleaning lady often. Oh, I stopped, but when I'm cleaning for others, my house is a mess. I'm really good at helping other people with their life and they always benefit and move forward. And I'm like, why can't, why? Why is it so easy for other people and I'm over here struggling? I can't even intuitively like read my own fucking situation enough to fix it because I have the blocks probably and the story stuck in my head and probably some fucked up beliefs that still after like 20 years I have to like keep excavating to figure out what is going on in my mind that keeps me in a pattern that I'm not digging. And I've gone through all the cliche, but all the basics. So this really is going to be me diving deeper into stuff because some of the more basic traditional responses to beliefs or patterns or things we do to ourselves to get stuck, been there, done that. And I don't have a t-shirt. You want to know why? I can't afford it. That's one of my patterns. I'm going to work through some of my money blocks. And again, though I've looked at that for a long time. So as far as like why maybe from childhood or stories we tell ourselves around money or society or worthiness or feeling like I'm, worthy. I've been there, done that, and still don't have the t-shirts. So what up, DT? So that's gonna be part of the journey too. And I think it also because of my perspective on money, it might challenge people watching too, because I know I don't have the same beliefs as people, which is ironic. I have really not advanced, that sounds really ridiculous. I have a very expanded perspective on money now after so many years of looking at it and studying the beliefs around it. But I can't seem to figure out why. I'm like, well, I have these beliefs, but I have these patterns. What's that? Oh, um, why are they not work? Why can't what is blocking me from even my own beliefs? I have a belief in between my beliefs that's blocking my access to my belief, which we're gonna dive into that. Because right now, some people might go, what the fuck is she? What is she on? What is she talking about? Thanks, Anne. I'll take your space. And I hope this is a space for you and for others. That's what I want to do. Create a space physically, mentally, energetically, I guess emotionally for people to fucking grow here on earth. And I do subscribe to another belief, which is if you're not going to keep looking at yourself and keep growing, even intellectually, emotionally, blah, 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 why are we here? I hope I'm in this state of openness to wanting to change and grow until I'm, deathbed or falling off a cliff. Which leads me to another thing. Oh, okay, we really don't need the list apparently. Sometimes I have these really extreme brain exercises I do with myself, like super extreme, where I say, okay, what would you do if you, like, how would you live? What would you do? What choices would you make if you had a day to live? And then sometimes I do, what if it's a week? Sometimes I do, what if it's a month? And part of my journey here is saying, what if you had like I don't know, I haven't really committed to it, but I want to use that as like, what if I had 1 month on earth? What would I want to do before that month was over? And part of me does that too, because then I put my energy into the work I'm doing with that mindset and in theory, in hopes, I guess, in hopes. After a month, I've like gotten off to a good start and I have somewhat of a foundation laid here because I didn't just dick around and let fear stop me. All right, what's cracking here? Are you like an EMP blast of nuclear, George Bush, explosion to technology? Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Yeah, I am. I think it is my energy. Oh, higher than a bird. Why? I know who you are now, by the way. It was pretty easy to figure out. Hi, Holly, if you're still here. All right, what else? All right, could you change your channel name? Can you go back? Can't you be hair again or something? I'm really good at making money, but I treat it like worthless paper so I don't hang on to it long. Oh my gosh, there's so much we could talk about there. We're going to have to do like money streams. I'm really good at I'm not good at making it. Fine at receiving it finally. I'm fine at feeling worthy of it, but I suck at quote unquote making it. Like putting intention, like doing a thing that produces the income. That's my problem right now in life, honestly. Oh, which leads me to another thing. This is good. This is like a constant brainstorm. As most of you, all of you, 10 of you, and anybody that watches this is aware, and you'll be aware if you look. Do you guys see these? My eyes no lie, no tell the lies. It's my face, it's the rest of me, but my eyes show this sickness, whatever is wrong with me. I've been taking my stupid vitamins, but clearly I'm still not right. I don't feel right either. I'm still not right. But yeah, that being said, I just forgot what I was saying. Huh? Who? Ginger, what's up? Actually, I got distracted with chat. It's the raging chat that just won't slow down. Making money? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Full transparency. Oh, God. And this is the other part of this. In my challenging myself to display for others my journey of getting my life together, I'm going to have to be the V word, the real V word, and it's not vag or vagina. In my house, we call it the V word because it is so cringy. It makes me want to crawl out of my skin. Oh God, vulnerability. So, in trying to get my life together and being intuitive and saying, stop being the gardener with a shitty yard, I have to honor that my path on this earth is ass backwards from what the brain might think is the best route. After a year of doing something, once again, I didn't set out to do my other channel to make money. I was going to do other things and create other things and create a balance, but I didn't. I did a year, a full year now. I'm not done, but a full year of hyper focusing on something that didn't make money. Well, that's not really a great way to pay bills and support yourself. So I went through back and forth, back and forth. Okay, maybe get a full-time job again instead of trying to have, part-time or side work or create a business, blah, blah, blah. All my shit I have in my head. Good luck trying to figure it out. Okay, what's the path forward? This was a few months ago. I kind of had like a breaking point and I started working on the resume. You guys know this if you've been paying attention. I started putting myself out there for jobs. And then I started realizing this is really hard for me right now. Why is this so hard? Why is everything becoming such a struggle? I didn't realize how hard this was for me all of a sudden. And then I was realizing, God, I'm struggling to even do the YouTube. Well, like I'm struggling. I know I'm really in the hole here. Like I seemed to like be like a little mole that the more I worked last year, the further down in a hole I got on earth, like physically, not mentally and emotionally, but like in the physical world. I was like, well, there's just piles around me. Oh, never mind. I'm in a hole. How do I get out of this hole? So I'm like, okay, let's figure this out. And then that's when I realized I don't feel good. Something's wrong. I don't feel good. I'm not I n I can't sentence proper anyway or know what day it is anyway, but I'm really not knowing what's going on around me. I started really feeling, like, very disconnected. Turns out it was probably just incredibly low vitamin B12, 6, 9, iron, and whatever else it was, I already forgot because those are the symptoms. But being so sickly for the last few months, even just side jobs I was struggling. I even got a job doing not a job, but I took on a work doing like yard work, a landscaping project. That's when I realized like, oh, I'm not good. I was struggling to get that shit done. I couldn't work full out like I could barely bust out like 4 hours without and I was stopping the whole time and breathing and feeling like I was gonna pass out standing up every time I stood up. Really fucking annoying. Really and then my I was struggling to, like, eat because of all of this, like, food got harder to eat, everything tasted bad, blah, 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 yada, 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 etcetera, etcetera. My response to this, the logical brain said, "You need to focus on you." Shoo, pull the oxygen mask off, take care of yourself first, then go back and do the YouTubes and be of service to freeing the Sea Org and exposing the child abuse and get back in the trauma after you've got the oxygen mask. So now I'm starting to feel better and I'm like, how can we move forward? And my solution to that was to create another YouTube channel. Because viva la resistance. I just can't. I can't get off my path. I have had a vision of doing a show for myself before YouTube was a thing. I wanna see the world, I wanna meet people, I wanna travel, and I wanna get through my shit, and I wanna talk about things that help people without it being culty. That was pre all the last year. That's been my deal. I want to do service to humans that is helpful where I don't end up in a hole, which is a pattern of mine. Like pre the last year, I've done this multiple times. I've repeated this pattern where I jump full steam ahead and I do these projects that matter and help humanity, but I just end up in a hole. It and that's not because that's the nature of the beast. That's because that's the nature of this beast, and that's what we're working through. All right. I think that's not my list at all. I've got way more on my list, but that's where I'm going to pause for a minute. That was a lot. Well, I don't know what you were talking about, Holly, but I appreciate that you wrote that if you're still here. Oh, wait, what? I had a reoccurring dream as a child of picking up change off the ground. I ended up doing that later in life. Interesting. I wonder if that's also a wee bit of law of attraction. Now you find change on the ground. I don't find change on the ground very much. Seems like your journey. But I'll put the intention out. You were in jail for a month? You were in jail? What'd you do? Don't answer that. I don't know what that is, but I'm gonna write it down. I'd look it up on my other screen, but it just decided it would as soon as we went live. IRI iridologist. I don't even want to pretend to think I know what that means. Iridologist? Iridologist. I don't know what that is. Is that spelled correct? I'm not too young for the Perry. It's the Perry. I'm not too young for it. Here we go. That's right. PETA approved. I got a PETA approved pelt. It's alive. Here we go. But it doesn't hurt to get your hormone levels checked. Amen. No, I love it. It's fine. There's 15 people now. We're really raging. When I used to here, whoops, sorry, Stan. Forever young Stan. When I used to show my work at shows or openings, I would often try to convince people not to buy a thing. I would feel guilty making money for my efforts. Yeah, that's a dumb shit thing we do, huh? I feel like I'm over that. That's my point. That's my point. I have other weird blocks that are definitely like needing to be excavated because I've worked through a lot of the more basic ones. Although maybe it's just going back to the basics and deeper diving into it. That's part of the journey. Oh, hello, Wizzy J Flunk. Oh, I'm glad you're here. And we've got the real Wiz, I think. We got both. Oh, that's great. What up, Nanya? Nanya. And we got a goose. I'm watching some soccer with the family. You mean football because they use their feet and it's not actually throwing a weird object that's not a ball? Peace out, Goosey. And here we go. We've got it. Thanks. Read your health by looking at your eyes. Oh, well, yeah, it's all there. It's all there. I think they'd look at me and go, you're a shit show internally. Something's wrong. Oh, if you had 1 month to live, you wouldn't want to be in jail. Okay, well, that's sort of what I mean about trying to have that reality because I think it would at least blast through a lot of the basic fears that keep us from doing shit that's scary, but also keeps us in our prison because that's what I consider it. It's like a mind prison. Or my and part of the reason I relate to cult whatever culture is because I feel like I lived in my own cult, which was my like brain, my fear. And because of the shit that I said I might get into and I'm challenging myself to, but not here, some of my I mean, not here yet, not yet, but we're getting there. Maybe one day I'll feel safe to do so. But part of my experiences a long time ago that created the trauma didn't force me, put me in a space where I was making decision everything I did was fear-based. Every decision I made was with that fear, and then even when the actual fear was no longer, I was stuck. The brain had decided there was a threat, so I operated for, like, a decade and some change in my own prison or mind cult, and coming out of that, finally starting to I really actually resonated with some of the people that were speaking about leaving a cult and how they started seeing the world because I've been through that in opening myself up to seeing the world less scary, which is weird because I also am like the person that doesn't have fear, but it was in my head. Okay, you get it. The brain's weird. I don't know what an OIG person is. What's happening here? Oh, don't I know it, Holly? Don't I know it? I don't call them chakras or chakras. I mean, I do because it's easy, but because that's just one belief system, and I don't like to tell people how to believe or see the world. And this happened in the meditations because in some of those meditations, I would talk about going to like energy points because I do believe in that philosophy that we have energy points. But, yeah, I know. Me and I actually call that my number 1, period. So, me and number 1 have a extensive history of working with and at times against one another. Office of Inspector General, which we can get into also later. All the different beliefs around the world around energy systems or what's the other word? I'm forgetting. Chakras, and then some people call them something else. I forgot. Got it. I wish I had my list. This is really frustrating. I guess I could try to plug it in. Aura. The points within the aura. I think aura is a way of explaining how somebody is perceiving somebody else's energy body. My beliefs, take it or fucking leave it. But if we're made of energy, then how can we not have an energetic body around us? I think that's what people see. Oh man, I could really this is why I created this channel. I'm like, "Oh yeah, that's literally what we're going to do here. We're going to talk about this shit." So, you can go now if you don't dig it. You've been warned. This might freeze everything and my stream might shut down. So, we're going to try though. Please hold. Nope, it didn't like that. Oh. Oh, come on. I really don't know if I can do this without a second screen. This is ridiculous. I can't return it. It's been 90 days. It does. It keeps freezing my this stream, I think. Oh, for Pete's sake. Talk amongst yourselves. It's making an awful sound. It's going, "Ah." Why? And it's making my lights flicker too. Well, hurry up. Let me just read this list real quick so I can write some of this stuff. Oh, yeah. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Quick, quick, quick. Oh, there it goes. And see. I think that's that. That is that. Oh yeah, caveat, a little heads up on some other things. Some other things we may or may not do here. I can't see the screen right now because I'm not on the StreamYard screen. So hopefully this is working out. I'm just reading now. I pulled my other tab over to here. We're gonna quit with this second screen. Some other things that might happen. I may end up doing really extremely long streams where I'm actually just trying to get my own shit done, get my life together. And I just want like an accountability buddy or a, what's it called? Some people call it a body double or just another person around that helps me stay focused on getting things done because I get bored or distracted. So I might do really long, long, long streams while I'm trying to get other things done. But I thought that'd be good for other people. You could use that as your time to get your shit done. And I don't know, maybe we can find like free music that we can listen to or other things. I don't know, but that's sort of another thing I was thinking about doing. Uh, oh yeah, I want to look at, I'm gonna click back over to here. I want to look at other people's content or books or whatever about how spirituality shit or personal development and do commentary on that, kind of identifying again some of the language that I think is limiting somebody's experience and how we can like learn to maybe spot red flags in things, culty heads ups, or also more importantly, how to filter someone's message where it works for us without having to dismiss everything they say, but also recognizing those sorts of things that I've noticed people do, especially when they get in a training or a teaching kind of mindset where now they've become the expert and this is how it is, and how we can kind of just catch it and keep going with shit, but not let it wiggle its way in where now our brain thinks this is how it is. But also, if we catch people that have red flags, then yeah, we're going to call it out. And that's going to be where I'm really, after the last year, comfortable speaking out about certain things. Or if there's red flags, if there's more than red flags, if there's people in any space really, but in this, we're going to go with like people that say they're there to help others' journeys on earth, but their intentions are the opposite. We'll be exploring that and maybe doing deep dives or investigative work where I can do interviews. That's the other thing I do. I will be doing interviews with people, probably ranging from someone's journey with trauma to aliens. So, okay. And drones. Everything. Earth, the universe. We're going to explore. Who the F knows what's going to happen here? That's what's going to happen. Who the F knows is what's going to happen. Hi, Nine Neely, if you're still here. Please change your can you come back in a different account? Animals can definitely see, yeah. That's my belief. You were trained in the healing arts, but had to give up my license because of health. It was a wonderful 10 years. Which modality, Holly? I never got I got lots of training, but I never have I don't have a license to prove it. Did Kelly just say she agrees with E equals MC2? Energy equals mass times the speed. Yeah. Oh, yeah, because here's my other quest on this earth. I know that science is gonna catch up, or mustard, to pre-religious spirituality. I know it. We know it. We know this. I mean, it's already starting to happen. So really looking at like I'm kind of a nerd for things that I haven't looked at in like a year. I don't know why, but quantum physics and such is sort of like my nerd jam. I can't explain it to people. I can just take in the information. Then I'm like, I don't know how much I retain, but I'm fascinated by it. Meridians. Thank you. That is it. Chakras, said different ways. Meridian points. Yeah. I call them energy points or portals, depending on what fun I want to have. Um, mm, mm. High rocks in a box. Okay. Well, oh, wait. Let's go back to the list. Let's just make sure we got it out for today. Mhm. Well, I'll tell you now. Okay, so I'm in StreamYard tab here so I can see things. And then I'm gonna go back over here. So I'm gonna look at the camera, but I actually don't know what's going on with StreamYard, so heads up on that. All right. Here's what I wrote. Dear checkoff list. I put and by the way, this is not to be read out loud kind of writing, but that's what we're doing. Exploring Earth and the universe. Oh yeah, no, I did catch it all. If I were to die right now, I'd be pissed I didn't accomplish blank, and that's kind of what I want to do on this channel. Um, what did I put? I put short list. Ireland. Yes, that's true. That's an intention. I want to travel. I want to take you all with me. I want us to travel and to talk to people. In other spaces, we call it yaptology. But that's actually just how I live my life. Um, so short list: Ireland, aliens, people all over the world, people, food, languages. And then I put, and becoming wealthy, which leads me to number 4. Number 4 for this intention of this space for me and for you in whatever context it needs to be for you. I put that I want to step into my, like, I think it's a cliche term being thrown around now, but the wealthy woman. Because I also want to work on my definition of what it is to be wealthy. And I don't believe it's just about money, but that's an aspect of shit going on here. So using this space to become aligned with who I want to be as a wealthy woman, I put, and define what that means for myself along the way. What else did I write? I'm like, maybe I shouldn't read this out loud. I don't know this is not for the people. This was for me. I just said all this. Wealth doesn't necessarily equate to just money. For me, I'm going to explore what it means. For me, we already said this, said that. I wrote, going to be very clear and upfront from the beginning, and you can remind me later that this space is where I'm setting the intention to make as much money as I possibly can. Oh, yeah, that's my long-term well, no, fuck, it doesn't have to be long that's my overnight or long-term goal. No limitations on myself. And I say you can remind me because I have a pattern of forgetting that that's my intention, which kind of leads back to my cycle of working on things that doesn't actually sustain my ability to not live in a hole on earth. I just forget. I don't know. That's it. Okay, good. Dear journal, I forget that I need to make money even though it's an intention. And then I get distracted and do a bunch of other shit that I care about, but I forget that I need to be able to keep my, electricity on and pay my bills and not, end up, homeless because I didn't pay rent. I it's and at 41, it's not easy for me to admit these. I mean, it is because I'm joking about it, but really when if I actually had to get into the weeds of it with you all, which I'm not doing right now because I don't want to, um, that's a vulnerability point. I hate it because it's embarrassing that at 41 I'm so far behind from, like, my peers. Not that I compare myself to others, but I'm just not no, actually, it's not even about I'm just not where I wanna be, and I think that also is why I wanna do this because the real truth to a lot of this is that I spent over a decade in my brain prison of fear, and part of it was survival, I had to, um, and part of it was that I didn't have to anymore, but my brain had already decided how it needed to live to survive, and I struggled to break out of that. So my own brain cult. And so that's kind of the other aspect to the other channel that I don't talk about because I don't want it in that space. And I don't think I was ready to talk about it. And because a lot of my journey, as you guys know, I'm a mother and I'm a creature on earth with family members and friends and such, I don't I haven't figured out how to talk about things that's just about me without and keep out the bits that are other people's stories because that aren't for me to tell. I don't know how to do that, which is why I usually keep my fucking mouth shut. But that's what's going on here. It's a lot going on. I kind of need a nap. I'm tired now. That was a lot. Yeah, travel channel, that's the goal. Yeah, because I have this vision of me if there's, like, some sort of entity on the other side if I die, I'm gonna be, like, bargaining the shit out of things with this entity or this being or whatever, or just myself screaming, kicking, fighting, screaming like, "Hold on, I never went to Ireland. Hold on, I haven't even gotten past Spanish 2 or 3-ish." 2. No, 3. Spanish 2. Oh my god, I would be so pissed if I died and hadn't been to Ireland yet. I would be so pissed. I've actually thought about, like, well, then I could visit and be a ghost and go visit and do whatever I want. These are the things I ponder, but that's not good enough. I want my feet on that. I wanna be able to touch grass in Ireland, feel the freezing cold air on my face. All right. What about you guys? And what's this bringing up for you today? How does this make you feel? Let's talk about that. Are there any things that well, you don't have to actually put it in chat. You can always email me. I did make a new email account. I think it might be in the description here if I did it right. Um, what do you want? What do you really want? Oh, a massage therapist, neuromuscular, energy healing, and some reflexology. Cool. Oh, Yes, let's get into this shit. I love it. Cool. Oh, Lord. I don't think it's strange. I think it's that just like it kinda reminds me of religion. How is it that, d centuries ago, people had these things that they wrote down that now we look back and go, "Oh, they're all, like, really fucking similar, and you guys were, like, not in communication, and you guys were in completely different parts of the earth, and, that's interesting." So, were you in communication with each other or something else? And were you just interpreting the information in your own way? Who knows? Pre-internet was the internet in my belief system, although open to subject to change. All right. For God's sakes, would you please come back with a different channel name? I know you've got a few. What if you were not supposed to accomplish shit this time around? Then I wouldn't have a feeling like I have things I still want to accomplish. I've accomplished many a things. I just haven't finished. I haven't done the shit I would like to do before I'm in another body, if that's what ends up happening. It's like Doctor Who or reincarnation. I don't believe. I think we know personally. That is my belief. I am not putting that on to anybody else. But it's what happens to me at least, that I feel like if there's something I really wanna do, how is that not something I'm supposed to do? Why would I have a strong desire to do something if it wasn't something I was supposed to do? That just doesn't even that doesn't math. That math don't math for me. 'Cause I'm not a selfish, greedy person, so if I wanna do something, it's gotta be something I'm supposed to do. It's gonna end up being good for me, which in turn has to be good for others. It has to be a mark. It has to be a part of me being part of humanity, in my belief, at least. I just don't understand why somebody would have something they want. If they're a good person, if you want something, what you're supposed to have, like, you're supposed to get it for yourself, figure it out. I don't understand how the 2 could not go together. We're definitely I'm talking out loud. You guys are forced to chat and journal and such, but or email. I don't know, maybe we'll have things where people hop on the stream too. Who knows? I don't wanna have, like, body part pictures pop up with some willy-nilly show here, but let's, figure it out. A money channel, yay. It Not just, it's an aspect of my existence on earth. Because let's be real, all the shit I wanna do, I can't do without it, right? We're gonna need money if we wanna travel. So, how do we get like, it's not bad that I wanna travel, so why would it be bad that I wanna fucking have money to do it or make money? And also, this brings me to another thing that I've always had this belief, but this is a very strong one that showed up for me recently. I believe it is my belief, one of them, subject to change, that war, hunger, uh, slavery, the fucked up environment, the big ones, the real fucked up shit on earth, the real big ones. I believe those are a byproduct of people with money that want more money, that want more power. Some folks, bless his heart, feel the burn. We call them the one percenters, right? It's because they have their version of wealth and money that they can hold on to this power, right? In my belief. This is me talking to myself. So why wouldn't I want me and everyone else I know that's a good person to have that money instead? Why wouldn't we take it Robin Hood style, but energetically to then the people I mean, we're gonna have the power the people have the power regardless, but that's an aspect of a part of this for me that's like, I hold these really strong beliefs that I could, like good people I mean, and I got this from other teachers, and I will, like, bring other people in as we go. Some of the I mean, I learned this isn't I was not born like this. I was born thinking that it was the devil and, born thinking that that wasn't for me, and I kind of, like, you know, judged those that had it. That's my roots, is actually, like, judging people with it or thinking they're snobs or whatever. Or selfish or greedy. But then it morphed, and as I realized, like, even just if you take, like let's get on my feminist soapbox. If men have had the money and power for centuries, and this is the byproduct of it, what we see now, maybe it's time for a shift in that. Not maybe in my beliefs, it's time for the women to have the fucking money and power, or just anybody that's not. No offense, dudes, but we maybe it would be an interesting shift, wouldn't it? Would we see as much war? Would we see as much, colonialism and land conquering and devastation and genocide and starvation? And would we see the earth so desecrated? I don't know. These are the things I ponder. These are the ponderings I ponder. So we're just gonna ponder life. Why do you hate the V word? I hope you're not talking to me. Oh, I was like, I love vagina. That's my favorite word to say on the internet because it makes everybody go, ugh. Oh, I don't hate, mustn't hate. I don't like it. It makes me cringe and want to crawl out of my skin if you're discussing vulnerability. Where did that get implanted in my brain? Being vulnerable means showing your weakness to the enemy, and that is not how you win. I'm just kidding. But it's not even yeah, don't show your weakness. I don't it's fear-based. It's bullshit. It's bullshit in my head. I'm not okay with it. It's just I'm real about the fact that I have it. Well, that's the gardener. I might be really great in the head in some departments, but my yard looks like shit, and everybody else's is immaculate and landscaped beautifully and full of sustainable vegetables and fruit trees and permaculture life. Yeah. Yeah. That's a great one. Actually, that's so funny. I know you guys will appreciate this. People in the future may not have a fucking clue what we're talking about here. So I am working on my dear journal from like days. Actually, I started it on the 6th. It's the 11th. It's about people that use the word war or going to war one on one with people. And then last night I was like, you have to add the word enemies. That's another word we have to like really reframe because raise your hand if you weren't raised in a cult and you have enemies. And maybe people do. I just never heard it used before like that. Like, not really. Not really. Book a ticket, go to Ireland. I watch the flights and I have them alerted and they tell me every in my email every day what the price changes are. Oh god, see? Ah! This is vulnerability. Holly, I don't like saying this out loud. I don't want to talk about it online, but I also created a channel specifically for getting my life together. So I'm going to have to start saying this stuff out loud and being vulnerable. I can't book a ticket. I don't have the ability to do that. I'm not saying it out loud. Do you guys catch this? It's not that I can't afford it, it's that I don't have the money for it. Oh, wait, that means I can't afford it. The truth is, even if I had money right now, I wouldn't do that because I have to put it elsewhere. So even if I had the money for it, I would say, I can't afford it, but I can't maybe justify it right now, or I have to put it elsewhere. But right now, it's neither. Full transparency. This last year kicked my ass, but the last couple months annihilated me. Hey, hey, Paula. Hi. All right. I will go to Ireland though. I will before I die. Oh yeah. It is. It's a bastard. Oh, the fucking name. I would much rather want to be able to remember this life over actually doing anything because I'll be way ahead next time. Yeah. Or maybe not a volunteer for this shit next time. Ginger, what you got to say? I want to be reliant on another man's business to maintain my life and money. Being a corporate is that a typo? Being a corporate slave is vulnerability that triggers a trauma response of conformity and lack of free will. Well, if you're gonna call it being a corporate slave, I would concur. I don't think that has to be the mindset. Part of me wishes I could go work for maybe not a corporation that like a greedy, disgusting one, but there's plenty of ethical businesses or whatever's out there that can do good and are doing good, and I would love to just work for them all day. Just let them pay my way. Did you mean to say you don't wanna be reliant on another man's business? Or you do? If you do, whatever. I don't think there's anything wrong with that either, if that's your path. Married people have one income sometimes, there's nothing wrong with that. Or whatever, people in union that share finances. Hi, MD Media. Hello, hello. Have a good day if you're still here. You meant maybe the stuff you want to accomplish wasn't meant to be. I don't see how that's possible. I'm saying for me, I'm not telling you how to fucking think. For me, in my world, if I want it, there's n that's the deal. Why would I have a list of things I want, but not really supposed to, like, go do or have or accomplish? That doesn't like, why would I waste my brain with a list of shit I don't really need to have in my brain? I guess we do that with fears. Alright, point, I guess. But I believe that if there's something I personally truly feel in my heart that I want to do, I'm not talking about like, oh, I really wanna, like, something stupid I can't right now think, whatever. I want I want those shoes. Well, maybe that goes on my, like, "Ooh, I'd like to have those" list, but it's not like a "I want that." They're different lists. Oh, there you go, call your ass out on your own shit. Alright. Laura, everybody's Laura now. Laura Grace, who is from Ireland, gives the inside scoop going there. Cool. I'll check it out. I would do it now, but my screen just so 5 trillionaires in the next decade. Oh, I don't know how long ago you guys wrote all this shit, but that's cool. Yep, power to the pussy. One percenters are also the outlaw motorcycle club members. Well, time we take their money. That's a challenge, outlaws. I just challenged you. I'll make I'll make enemies. Just kidding. I really don't even like that word anymore. Your new there we go. Equitist. What would you change it to? Young Stan started a new you can I well, you just said it. He started a new YouTube channel, y'all. And he's doing it. And it's funny because the reason I didn't write you back yet, because he emailed me, was partly because I thought I would be going live sooner. But I started to write back going, ha ha ha. I literally started a new channel and I'm gonna be on it today. How much is a ticket to Ireland? Sometimes they're only like $400 one way. I keep track of these things. I have it. It's on my this shit's happening. If I'm getting notifications daily, it stays in my mind. It's gonna happen. Mark my words, folks. We're gonna do it. And we're gonna do it this year. I didn't know that, but I just said it, so it's gonna happen. We're gonna do it this year. We're gonna do it this year. Ooh, Sweden. There you go. See? People, food, culture, languages. Not that you don't speak English there, but there's other languages. What other languages are spoken in Sweden? What did did I read it wrong? Probably. I do that a lot. Let's go back. What'd you say? Yep, I read it wrong. I want to not be. Wow, it's right there this time around. How did I see? Welcome to my brain. This is why school's tricky for me. I'm not dumb. I just miss shit. I want to not be reliant on another man's business to maintain my life and money. Thank you for telling me. I am so glad people can see how I read things sometimes can really be put you in a pickle. um I started the 5th agreement right after hold on. Right after you finished the 4th agreement, it hit your spot, eh? Oh. Everybody's gonna go get the 5th agreement. Sorry. Your religion is love, church is nature. Oh. Yeah, I started the 5th agreement listening to it, but to be honest, I couldn't get through it. I gotta maybe go back. Alright, I'm gonna get through these and then we'll, I guess, wrap shit up. This was a good first stream. Bloop. In a bin? I don't know what that means. I said it before you wrote it. Look, maybe you manifested that for me. Oh, goddess. I can't watch it. Everyone's gonna go now. I can't turn on my other screen. Fuck. No, no, Anne. No. This is a sacred non-Scientology space. We're not doing it here. I'm too distracted. I'm definitely switching over. I'm finding it. Hold on. I'm not going to be able to share it. I wonder if I could This will be the second time I've been live and caught him being swatted. The first time was when he was in San Francisco. What channel? Which one? Never mind, don't answer. I can't see the video, by the way, so I hope I'm laughing appropriately. Well, nobody can. So fun. I can't. Oh, being detained.
Assault with a deadly weapon. Correct, sir. Okay, what's your name? Roland? Fuck you. You guys know I'm here because Scientology's a cult and fucking.
He's fine.
Just
He's
11:51. Receive conscious and breathing. What is the person suffering from?
Here, I'm gonna help you up. Here you go. He can just stay there then.
my cat was like, who's screaming?
Dirty pigs. Dirty pigs.
Oh,
Where's my phone? Where's my phone?
he's fine.
Why is
He's
it in
fine.
your pocket? Yeah. You don't need to take my phone. Give me my phone. No. Give me my phone. Can you turn it off? You want me to turn it off?
Yeah. Your wish is my command, 50 said. I'm not sorry at all. That shit was hilarious. As someone who's studied the theatrics and the theater arts, the gentleman has a way about him with the theatrics that's entertaining. Although I didn't watch what happened ahead of that, so I don't know how serious the situation was with the weapons that the military uses. I mean, the police. So what now? Well, there we go. They said he was being detained. They didn't say arrested, right? This space is not about Scientology. And it's about documenting my struggle to not think about it all the time, every day, every moment, because my brain is now in that cult that it's put itself in of anti-Scientology shit. And I'm trying to deprogram that. And that's why we're here. And now you're going to witness the struggle that I have detaching myself at times from that mentally. Even just for short periods of time, God forbid, an hour or two in my day is not thinking about ending Scientology. All right, well, I don't know what to do with that. He's not live anymore. Oh, nope, we're not doing that here. I can go live in my other channel, though. You guys, should I go live in the other channel while we wait and see what happens to the swatting? Scotty, swatty. Fuck. Hold on, let's make an intention before I go over there. This is for me, but it's for you. When I say I'm going to make a boatload of money here, it's also because I see other content creators that I don't believe are ethical doing it. And if they can do it, so can we. So can I, so can you, however you want. That being said, yes, I'm going to work towards all of the YouTube sell my soul things. When I was talking about that, I meant I'm actually going to create space and intentions here where Google Ads can pay the shit out of me if they want. I don't fucking care anymore. I'm gonna do membership shit, and I'm gonna do the stupid members only shit. Maybe I don't know. I still don't like it, but that you get what I'm saying. I'm gonna maybe start my website up again, and people can go there for different things that I want to do. I'm gonna become I'm gonna sell my shit. All the things I wanted to do over in the other space, but I felt weird doing it. I'm gonna fucking jump all over that shit here. I have a store that the ethical sourced um little whatever things that you hang on the wall, art thingies, canvases, and it says trauma's a bitch and then I thrive. These are the things. I'm going to do my ethically sourced, fair trade, eco groovy clothing here, etc. I'm going to sell whatever. I'm going to provide services over here. We're going to come up with new fun we're going to hustle, baby. We're going to do it all. We're going to do it all because and I'm doing it because I really started realizing one of the reasons I get the most frustrated with certain content creators is that they make so much money being in my opinion, at times highly unethical. Then I realized, oh, so challenge met. If you can do it, so can I. Fucking watch out. Watch out. In Sweden, we speak Swedish. I knew that. Please, I'm sorry I asked that stupid ass question. Oh, there's a show. I think it's in Sweden. I'll have to think about it and ask you if you've seen it. Ew. Don't say that. That's gross. I'm getting rid of that comment. Get another fucking YouTube name in here. Huh? Have I removed? Hi, Lord Bynum. Have I removed and reattached the cable on the second monitor since it's acting up? Twice. Twice. I think it's the monitor. I think that's what you get when you don't buy like name brand. You buy an off-brand second monitor. I think I might be getting what I paid for, but I'll figure it out once I hang up with you fine folk. This is the place to do it. Having a non-sign toast space. All good, Kelly will hold you to. Yeah, you're going to have to remind me. Yeah, I want to be a conscious capitalist. There's ethical ways to do it. That we're going to figure it out. And we're going to light candles and do magic and see if Witchshare will cast some spells for us or something. All right. With that said, I think I will hop over to the other space though. Why? I don't know. I just feel like it. Because now my brain's over there. We could do a SWAT Watch 2025 and see what happens. If you guys want to tell people, I think I'm going to go do that. I can't not now. In closing, y'all honors. I'm going to end up having to recap that again later. Thank you for being here. It was really lovely to have just 10 to 15 people here at a time. Super grateful. Ashley is live. Oh, okay. There? I'm going to do it from the house, I think. I don't know why. Something's telling me to do it. I'm just not questioning it. Thank you. And I'm not bullshitting. Well, obviously, I'm not bullshitting. I don't know why I preface it with that. Please think about how you may have received this for yourself and what it brings up for you and how we might be able to help everyone help everyone here. This is a space I'm okay saying this is a group experience. Okay? You can email me too. I don't know how to end these streams. Obviously, it's peace, hope, dope, and love and all that shit. I don't know how to say it. We're going to have to come up with a fun way to end this shit. I had to. All right. Catch you on the flip side. Unyoung Stan, let me know if you want to hop on a stream and talk about your shit, your channel. Bye-bye, y'all. Bye-bye. Bye-bye now. Bye-bye.